lately what things become more difficult when you wear a cast. So I decided to make a list of things that become more difficult when you have a cast. One thing that is harder once you have a cast on is going out in the rain or in the cold or really in just the weather. In the rain, you always have to have some type of cast cover, whether it's one that you buy, because there are plenty that you can buy, or as my mom likes to do, the classic garbage bag taped around the leg kind of deal, because you can't get your cast wet. In the cold though, I especially do not like cold toes. I always am wearing socks around the house. So that's been a really hard thing for me, is with like this winter weather, when I have to go outside in the cold and my toes are exposed, I can't do it. It's really unpleasant. Also, if it's just rained or just snowed or if it's icy, crutches do not do well on those types of surfaces. They slip really easily. Do not recommend going outside after it's precipitated. Taking showers and bathing. This has been one of the most difficult things. My mom has to wrap my leg up in the garbage bag and put tape around it because, you know, it's the cheaper option. There are other things, like you can actually go out and buy cast covers, but I'm not about that life. I'm just gonna go with whatever is easiest and around the house. Make sure that there's no excess water getting into the bag. So that's one thing that is really frustrating, and I don't shower quite as frequently because I still need help wrapping my leg up and actually getting into the shower then. So once you have a cast on, it's hard to walk around, especially when it comes to going upstairs. I have gone up the stairs so many different ways. It is literally unreal. I use my iWalk crutches, my crutches like halfway and then give up, and then I do this like little scoot thing. I'll crawl up the stairs. It's best if you can to just avoid stairs altogether for the longest time possible. Going to the bathroom. If I'm on my iWalk, then I have to completely unharness my iWalk to go to the bathroom because I can't sit and wear the iWalk at the same time. It's just not how it works. But if I'm using my underarm crutches, then I have to take them off, set them on the wall, and then like kind of hop on one leg to the toilet. And then I don't want to touch my crutches after I've gone to the bathroom, so I usually try and get up and hop on one leg to the sink to wash my hands because I don't want my crutches getting really dirty. What you do is you take a blow dryer and you turn it on the cool setting and you blow it down like the side of your cast or like down from where your toes are up, and it actually relieves the itching. I mentioned kind of earlier that one of the things I'll do sometimes is crawl up the stairs. I need to highlight this. Crawling is not easy, especially with the type of cast that I have on. So it's set up right here, so when you crawl, this presses into your shin. So I've had to learn to like literally crawl on the ball of my knee to get around. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta roll. Standing is hard too, because you're standing on one leg. You've got a cast on the other leg, and you're most likely unable to put pressure on it unless you have a walking boot, and then you're able to kind of equal it out. But in general, standing can get kind of boring and tiring. But also sitting, I'm only, what is it? I think I'm a month officially post-op. But when I sit down, all the blood rushes down to my leg, and it'll start to swell up my ankle really bad, and my toes will start swelling up, and they'll kind of start to get purple, and it hurts because my cast is held in a place where it kind of almost is compressing my leg. So as my leg swells, my cast won't swell up, and then it starts to hurt. So whenever I sit down, I usually have to make sure that my leg is propped up in a way that my ankle won't swell up. Working out and dancing, woo woo. Working out, being completely honest, I have not done it yet. I should, because I know there are plenty of reformed ways to work out, but I have not even gone there or attempted anything yet. So there's that. But when it comes to dancing, I love to play Just Dance, and I have zero energy and there's no way, unless I just want to do the fake hand motion, you know, with the Wii remote and cheat, but I'm not a cheater. So a few weeks ago, I went prom dress shopping. That was probably one of the most difficult things that I have done so far with a cast on. How do you walk in a prom dress on crutches with a cast? I like kind of the ball gowny flowy dresses, but then comes the problem that since I'm in a cast, I have to use crutches and kind of also not step on my dress. It's complicated. If somebody has any tips or tricks, please hit me up and let me know, because I have prom coming up and I do not know how this is gonna work out, especially when it comes to dancing and all of that jazz. One of my least favorite things that has become so much harder having a cast is pants. It's honestly not like super hard to find a pair of pants that will work with a cast, but no more skinny jeans. Leggings, I've learned actually how to cut my legging. I can tuck it into the end of my cast. Traveling in the car is so uncomfortable. My doctor is 3 hours away from where I live, so when I had to drive to get my cast changed, drive to get my cast changed again, drive to the hospital, drive for my checkup, it's always been a 6-hour round trip. And that has been increasingly difficult having a cast on, because like I said, when I'm sitting down and my leg is straight down, my toes will swell up. And so I've got to keep my foot elevated so that I can prevent the swelling and the compression and the pain from that. However, the way that you have to like sit in the car and like prop your foot up on the dashboard kind of, I've learned to bring a pillow and put that under my leg, but there's like no comfortable way to do it.